From the Swamp at Geibel Catholic High School, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live this afternoon. The Geibel Gators 11-8 overall, 3-5 out of Section 2 1A play, host the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions, who sit at 4-14 overall and 3-7 out of Section 3 4A play. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subrick this afternoon. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located 217 West Main Street, Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream courtesy of Bud Murphy's in Connellsville and Geibel Catholic High School. Gary Tarbuck in his second year as the head coach of the Geibel Gators, and Paul Sapochny back as the head coach of the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. Late season non-conference matchup here in the Swamp. And Steve, you look at this Geibel boys program, quite a turnaround for a team that was just 1-21 last year. Now 11-8. They're primed to be back in the WPIAL playoffs for the 8th time in the last 9 years.
Yeah, good to see Geibel back and playing some pretty good basketball. This will be a good test for them, even though Greensburg-Salem's only 4-14, but 4A school coming in here, so that'll be a good test for the Gators going into the playoffs. And
a familiar face back at the helm of the Greensburg-Salem basketball program, and Paul Sapochny, where he spent 29 years before stepping aside back in 2012. Spent some time with Riverview. Actually had quite a few health issues. Beat cancer, Steve. And now he's back as the Greensburg-Salem head coach. Picked up his 400th win at Greensburg-Salem earlier on this year. And he's trying to turn around the Golden Lions program.
Yeah, good to see him back. And actually know his son. Played golf with his son a little bit this summer up in Greensburg. Quite a few times, actually. And he had some great teams back in the day. Remember the Klimchok boys, and they had some big battles with Laurel Highlands and the Uniontown, and so he's no stranger to coaching basketball. And I'm sure he'll be only a matter of time before he gets those Golden Lions back on track.
And players to watch on the Greensburg-Salem side include Tyler Martin, a 5'10 senior guard who averages 15 points a game. And for the Geibel Gators, number 11, Evan Strimmel, a 5'7 senior guard who averages 20 points a game. The Golden Lions, as we said, they've been struggling a bit. They've lost 5 games in a row. Their last win, January the 17th over Yock. Geibel's won 2 of their last 3, but they did fall 80-37 last night against the number 1 team in Class A in Neighborhood Academy. But I think, Steve, it should be a fun matchup. And what's interesting, you look at the roster sizes. Geibel, a single-A program, actually more kids on their roster than Greensburg-Salem, a 4A school.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to see all these kids on the Geibel roster. And, they got their nice warm-ups going on there with the green tops and the white and yellow stripes. So, pretty festive-looking colors, and should be a really good test for the Gators. This is great for them to be able to play a 4A school right before playoffs start. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up against a traditionally bigger school.
If you're looking for a place to eat after the game, stop by Bud Murphy's in Connellsville, where good friends have been meeting for good food, good drinks, and good times for over 70 years. From delicious pizza, wings, hoagie, sandwiches, salads, dinner entrees, and more, Bud's has something for everyone on their menu. With the addition of banquet rooms, Bud's is also the perfect place to host your party or gathering without spending a small fortune. Bud Murphy's in Connellsville, proud supporter of local high school sports. That's one of your favorite stopping grounds anytime you come through Connellsville.
Love the take and bakes. You ever get a take and bake?
I have not, but maybe I tried
they're pretty
today.
good. You go in there and you get yourself a pizza pie, and they put it in a little packet and you bake it right in your oven. It's terrific.
We'll have to try that out. Of course, at Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School, and education makes a difference. You can attend the Geibel Open House coming up on Thursday, February the 13th at 6 p.m. or schedule a private tour. Register today and discover the Geibel difference with a Catholic identity, Christian values, and high academic standards, and a strong human formation. For more information, phone 724-628-5600 or visit GeibelCatholic.org. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. It stays put until you change your car, driver, or your address, plus seriously good service. And that's something to smile about. Your local Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Draper Township is the Sprouse Insurance Group. Phone 724-437-9812 or go to Sprouseinsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed continued insurance coverage and not available in all states. Time now for our starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County team. Steve, take it away.
Okay, for the Golden Lions starting tonight, as you mentioned, the 5'10 senior guard Tyler Martin. He's coming in averaging 15 points a game. Also at guard, a 5'10 junior, number 3, Ty Harcum. At forward, a 6'3 junior, number 5, Luke Rulo. At forward, a 6'3 senior, number 11, Braden Leatherman. And at forward, a 6'1 senior, number 23, John Dowdy. So the Golden Lions have some size that the Geibel Gators are going to have to deal with, and they're going to go with their starting lineup tonight with number 2, a 5'9 freshman guard, number 2, Ian Stevenson. At guard, a 6' senior, number 3, Roman Rosselli. He's averaging 9.5 points a game. He's a 6' senior guard. At guard, the leading scorer, 20 points a game, a 5'7 junior, number 11, Evan Strimmel. At guard, another 6' sophomore, number 23, Gary Tarbuck. And at forward, a 6'2 sophomore, number 50, John Hess. So the Gators have a little bit of a smaller lineup, but they got a couple of big guys, and they're going against a bigger lineup for the Golden Lions, who play 4A ball, and this is, of course, 1A ball for the Gators. But don't tell the Gators that they're going to, they're looking for a very good matchup today to get ready for the playoffs. And just looking at warm-ups, Brian, it looks like two teams match up pretty well.
I think so. I think we're going to see a very competitive game this afternoon. If you're looking for a vehicle, you can stop at one of the largest Ford dealers in western Pennsylvania, right in your backyard in Connellsville. Megan Ford, family-owned and operated for nearly 60 years, 2551 Memorial Boulevard, Route 119 in Connellsville. If you're looking for a car, Steve, Megan's got it.
I tell you what, I ordered a truck from my buddy Chuck Smith down there. I'm waiting for it to come in. I got a new hybrid Ford F-150 coming in. That's what I've been driving for a few years, and I tell you what, they're terrific, and great service down there. The guys are terrific. Free popcorn when you go in and get service.
Nice.
So
and
it's
anytime
nice.
you can get free food, Steve, I know you're always there all the time.
Yep.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, Wayland Smith Drive, offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, strains and sprains, joint replacements, head injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions and disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance is accepted. Experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of your community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500 for the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. We're going to now pause here at the Swamp in Geibel for this evening's national anthem. Brian Roszak and Steve Subert back here at the Swamp in Geibel. Another CR Piranha Group High School Sports Day here on WMBS, and a busy afternoon for local basketball as well. You can listen to live audio, both of the Penn State Fayette games on the WMBS Facebook page as well. Those games also airing on 590 AM and 101.1 FM with Tony Hanula and Shea Fleener this afternoon. So Steve Shea making his broadcasting debut with us this afternoon.
Yeah, good. Shea's pretty knowledgeable on the on basketball, but he's a good guy, and I'm sure he'll bring a lot of color to the broadcast. Him and Tony, that could be a comedy show.
Yes, it could be. Geibel in their home whites with gold numbers and green trim. Their bench across the court to our right. The Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions in their away golds with black numbers and white trim, and their bench across the court to our left. Again, the lineups for Geibel: Ian Stevenson, Roman Rosselli, Evan Strimmel, Gary Tarbuck, and John Hess. For Greensburg-Salem, Tyler Martin, Ty Harcum, Luke Rulo, Braden Leatherman, and John Dowdy. Again, Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick this afternoon. Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Greensburg-Salem and Geibel here from the Swamp. We'll be back at the Swamp for the Geibel girls coming up on Monday. Tony Hanula is going to join me for that game as they have their senior night game against Menneson. That game will start at 7 o'clock. Also, we're on the radio as well and on Facebook Live. That's the Geibel girls and Menneson on Monday at 7. And during the afternoon on Monday, we'll have the Fraser Commodores at Brownsville taking on the Falcons. That'll be a 12:30 game also on the WMBS YouTube page. But this should be a lot of fun this afternoon. Again, Greensburg-Salem 4-14 overall, 3-7 out of Section 3 4A play. Geibel 11-8 overall, 3-5 out of Section 2 1A play. The Gators and the Golden Lions from the Swamp and Geibel. And for the Gators, because they might have actually switched up their starting lineup, Steve. Seth Dolan, wearing number 4, is going to take the opening tip-off.
Yeah.
We did not have him in the lineup. He was not up on the board, but it's going to be Greensburg-Salem that'll win it back here to Ty Harcum. And are underway here from Geibel High School. Harcum sending it off on the near wing to Tyler Martin. Again, Martin's their leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game. Now a little switch here over to John Dowdy. And driving the lane and coming up short there, Brandon Leatherman. Offensive rebound brought down by Dowdy, and he's fouled on a putback attempt. Shot attempt no good, but Dowdy will have a pair of free throws upcoming here for Greensburg-Salem. And they got Seth Dolan on the foul, his first, team first. And we'll send Dowdy to the free throw line. 6'1" senior forward came in averaging 7 points a game for Paul Sapochny's squad. First of 2 free throws here, no good for John Dowdy. Now Dowdy getting ready for a second of 2.
Dowdy, big kid, 6'1", senior.
Second of 2 free throws on the way, and again no good there from Dowdy, and Geibel with the rebound, and they'll break it across on the far side with Evan Strimmel. Strimmel comes far, baseline, kicks in the corner, back on the wing, Gary Tarbuck for 3. Missed there and off a rebound, deflected off to Ty Harcum, and he'll corral things down here for Greensburg-Salem. Far side of Luke Rollo, look to drive far baseline, a lot of contact. Shot attempt no good. You had both Ian Stevenson and John Hess there. We'll see who picks up the foul, and it'll go on Stevenson. That'll be his first, team second, and a physical start here, Steve,
yeah.
Just 38 seconds in.
He got hacked by both, like you said, both by Hess and Stevenson. Could have called the foul on either way, on either player, but first point of the game.
As Luke Rollo connects, 6'3" junior forward, came in averaging 6 points a game for Paul Sapochny's squad. And the second of 2 free throws on the way and good again for Luke Rollo. So Greensburg-Salem striking first, leading Geibel 2-0. Just 40 seconds in. Evan Strimmel back across here for the Gators. Sends off on the far wing back to Tarbuck. Good feed down to Stevenson. Stevenson will shovel again to Seth Dolan. Up top again, Tarbuck. Near side, Strimmel. Ball fake. Now just inside the foul line. Lost. Strimmel needs help. Gets it again there from Tarbuck. Looking to come back inside. Lowers the shoulder. Scoops it up. Shot attempt no good. Greensburg-Salem with the rebound brought down there by Braden Leatherman. He'll set it off and across to Tyler Martin. Back to Leatherman. And now Martin again on the switch. Martin coming inside, driving and scoring. Tyler Martin, 4 unanswered here, Steve, to start for Greensburg-Salem. They lead Geibel 4-0. And no press at all from the Golden Lions. They'll back off here, Steve.
Yeah, man-to-man. It looks like a matchup zone.
Seth Dolan taking the 3 there off the mark. Nice offensive rebound.
Yeah.
John Hess able to keep it alive for the Gators on the offensive glass. Back to Evan Strimmel. Strimmel working right to the lane. A little kick out set. Dolan rattling home the three. So Dolan making his 41st three of the season. 6'2" junior guard came in averaging just over 7 points a game as the Gators back to within one at 4-3. Dolan, a good-looking player. Steve, I can see why Gary Tarbuck has him in the starting lineup.
Yeah. Pretty stylish with those pink and white shoes.
Luke Rollo on the inside getting fouled. Again, you had Stevenson and Hess there, and Stevenson's going to pick up his second personal foul. The one thing you can say about this Geibel program, Steve, a lot of depth for a single-A school. And they'll bring Roman Rosselli, who we actually expected to start tonight, into the game for Stevenson after Stevenson getting in some early foul trouble here just over 2 minutes in. First and 2 free throws good for Luke Rollo, who's now 3 of 3 from the free throw line here early on. Greensburg-Salem a 5-3 lead over Geibel.
Is that the official there? Is that Mr. Guthrie, Jason Guthrie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Remember, he played with football at Uniontown, was a very good high school football player.
Second of 2 free throws, no good. Always fun to watch. He always ran those jet sweeps to him.
Yeah.
Were very creative back in the mid-2000s. Little dump down there to Hess, nothing there, and they'll send it back outside the arc to Evan Strimmel. Strimmel trying to come free off a screen. Good defense there from Greensburg-Salem. Switch back to Dolan. Far side again. Gary Tarbuck comes far baseline. Got too deep, and a nice bounce pass out in front. And the basket and one. Roman Rosselli, who just checked in, Steve, makes an instant impact. And has this game tied at 5 here at the 5:24 mark of the first.
Well, they got tied up underneath the basket. It was a good bounce pass around 2 defenders. And Rosselli there just to put it away and got the foul.
Foul went on Ty Harcum, his first, team first. And now Rosselli to cap off the three-point play. Misses the free throw attempt there. And Greensburg-Salem with the rebound. That's one thing Gary Tarbuck's squad's trying to do a little bit better here before the playoffs start to shoot free throws as a team. Just came in 54%, 140 of 257. They'll try to turn that around here this afternoon. And a jumper from the foul line, good for Braden Leatherman on the Greensburg-Salem side. First 2 for Leatherman. And the Golden Lions up 2 now at 7-5. Rosselli coming back here for Geibel. Directs traffic, switches back here with Evan Strimmel. Strimmel on the inside, ball fake, lost the dribble. Goes back in the direction of Rosselli. Shot out in front, no good.
Oh, wow.
That one went off the back there of Tyler Martin, out of bounds. Kind of a bad luck there for the Golden Lions.
Leatherman had it and kind of lost control, and it went off of, was that Martin? Or no?
Martin,
yep. Yeah, that was went off of his the back of his head and off his back and just rolled out of bounds. So that's a break for the Gators.
They'll go back to work here with Strimmel, trying to spin on the inside. Resets back between the circles there to Dolan. Near wing again, Evan Strimmel, fronted there by John Dowdy. Strimmel staying with it. Out again to Tarbuck, and now Strimmel again. Gators in no hurry, and now a three that's off the front of the rim, no good from Strimmel. Gators trying to keep it alive, a lot of contact, no foul called as Rosselli able to pull it back in Strimmel's direction. And Strimmel bounces it over there to John Hess, trying to post up. They'll switch back here on the near side again with Gary Tarbuck.
We're not used to being on the court and the officials standing in our way.
Yeah, with doing all the video feeds anymore, most of the time, maybe if we're not at Uniontown, we're generally high and haven't had these courtside views in quite some time. Strimmel on it again. Another switch back there with Roman Rosselli.
Nice comfortable seats, though.
Oh, I agree. John Hess.
It's a foul out on the wing there by, that should be on number 23. That should be on Dowdy. It depends on who they call it on.
Wait for the official signal. Yep. Here right there, Steve. 23, John Dowdy, his first team second, non-shooting. So Roman Rosselli will trigger it back in midway through this opening quarter. Greensburg-Salem a 7-5 lead, but Geibel with the basketball, and Strimmel, though, losing the handle there. Picked up by Braden Leatherman. He'll send it off and across on the near side to Ty Harcum. Harcum back to Leatherman. Deep three, far wing, good for Leatherman. So Leatherman showing some pretty good range there, Steve. He now has 5, came in averaging 10 a game.
Catch and shoot, but he just catch it and shoot it right away. And 10-5 lead now for Salem. There's a turnover and another turnover, but back.
And a quick two. Leatherman forced the turnover. Martin with the finish. And Greensburg-Salem has a 12-5 lead over Geibel here at the 3:22 mark of the first. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supercare on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, your local specialist for GI and liver disorders, along with Dr. Calabrese, Hoppy, and Lorenz, remind you that a painless 30-minute colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 45, could save your life. Good luck to all of our local hoops teams from SWGI and U.S. Digestive Health. Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are the values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, replacing storm drains, or operating a plow truck, Jason Scott is working every day to keep the residents safe. Good luck to all of our local hoops teams from South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Brian Morozak along with Steve Superick here at Geibel Catholic High School. The homestanding Gators down 7 here at the 3:15 mark of the first to the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. Carl Childs behind our camera tonight, and in the corner, 3 on the way, rattling out there for Seth Dolan. And Greensburg-Salem, another rebound brought down by Tyler Martin. Off and across to Ty Harcum. Harcum from the foul line, off balance shot at the side of the rim, no good. And Geibel, Seth Dolan pulls down another rebound. Gators battling early, but down 7 to a 4A program here in Greensburg-Salem. And now drawing the foul there is Roman Rosselli. It'll be the third team foul on Greensburg-Salem here in the opening quarter, and the second on Harcum. That'll send Harcum to the bench, and Greensburg-Salem bringing on Brody Burkholder. Paul Sapochny told us they generally plays 9 guys. Also look out for freshman Solomon Kane off the bench. Coach Sapochny very high on Kane. Averages 9 points a game as a freshman. And there's a quick 3 right off the inbounds pass for Seth Dolan again, Steve. His second made 3 of the afternoon. Now it's knocked down 42 threes on the season as Geibel back to within 4, 12-8.
Good looking catch and shoot stroke from Dolan.
2:30 left here in the opening quarter. Jumper from the foul line and a friendly bounce in there for Tyler Martin. Greensburg-Salem's leading scorer has 6.
Hit the back of the iron and went straight up in the air, and it came down right in the middle.
And driving down low for Geibel is John Hess, and Hess getting fouled and led to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for the Gators. 4th Greensburg-Salem foul, and it'll be the second on Dowdy as well. So now you have 2 on Dowdy and 2 on Harcum on the Greensburg-Salem side with 2:18 left here in the opening quarter, and Greensburg-Salem leading Geibel 14-8. First of 2 free throws good for John Hess, and that's a welcome sign, a made Geibel free throw. Hess came in, Steve, just 13 of 38 from the free throw line, 34%. Hess now for a second of 2 with Geibel down 5 at 14-9, and the second of 2 free throws good there for John Hess. So Hess has Geibel back to within 4 at 14-10. 2:13 left here in the opening quarter. Braden Leatherman was 5 here early on for Greensburg-Salem. Will dump down out in front to Dominic Rosensteel. Just checked into the game, and Rosensteel gets fouled. So he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. And that Geibel foul will go on Seth Dolan. That'll be his second personal foul.
Yeah.
4th team foul on Geibel. Now the first of 2 free throws up on the way and no good there for Dominic Rosensteel. And now you'll have Anthony Nickersher checking in on the Geibel side. 5'8" junior guard, seeing his first action of the afternoon. Second of 2 free throws from Rosensteel. Trying to bank it in. He did bank it in as it spins in there off the glass for Rosensteel. He's a pretty good football and baseball player. In fact, starts on both teams for the Golden Lions. And Paul Sapochny told us this is actually his first year playing high school organized basketball, and he's a senior. He likes his athleticism and what he could add to the program. So now Geibel down 5 at 15-10, and an intercept there by Rosensteel. Most on cue, but missed the layup. And the ball deflected out of bounds. I think it was last touched by Greensburg-Salem. Going out, it was. And Geibel got the basketball back, so good job there forcing the steal, but they couldn't finish out in front, Steve.
Had a 2-on-none. And you don't see that very often where you don't score on a 2-on-none fast break, but just the ball just would not go in.
Tarbuck coming back here for Geibel, resetting up top. Hess swung near side now to Evan Strimmel. Strimmel resetting between the circles with Leatherman coming out defensively. Touch there from Nickersher. Now ball back in the hands again of Tarbuck. Hess posting up back to Tarbuck again. Geibel down 5 with the basketball as we approach the final minute of the opening quarter. Nickersher kick in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Good for Evan Strimmel. So Strimmel's who came in Geibel's leading scorer, averaging over 20 points a game. His first points of the game come from outside the three-point arc. Have Geibel back to within 2, and Nickershire forcing a turnover here again for the Gators. Forward to Strimmel, laid up and in to tie the game up at 15. Evan Strimmel with 5.
All started with defense. Strimmel, all kind of pressure, and then Nickershire got the ball and got it out to Strimmel for a contested layup, but there's a turnover there, Brian.
Miscommunication on the attempted dump down. Leatherman trying to send it down on the blocks. Not even sure who was intended for down there.
Thought he had a back screen guy coming in the basket, but he never went there to receive the pass.
I mean, Brody Burkholder might have been the closest golden line in the vicinity. Nonetheless, Geibel gets it back. They might hold for the last shot here, Steve, in the quarter. Down to 22 seconds left here in the first game, tied at 15. And you have Evan Strimmel just holding here high on the right, directing traffic. Down to 14 seconds left. Geibel, maybe a little 2-for-1 action. They'll get the basketball to start the second quarter as well. Strimmel from the foul line, a little ball fake. Nickershire back to Tarbuck for 3, rattled out. Rebound deflected around. Hess trying to find it as time expires. But the Geibel Gators with a little surge back there, Steve. Then the opening quarter had this game knotted up at 15. As we'll head to the second. Have to like what you saw at Geibel there, Steve, in the final minute of the opening quarter.
Yeah, good comeback. Looks like they were getting ready to. Greensburg-Salem was going to stretch that lead a little bit. It was, 15-10? And the Geibels came storming back with 5 unanswered to end the quarter.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Christner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Bolitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahaba, offer a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, one of the many services they offer. You can visit Uniontown Dental Associates at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Find more snuggle time this winter. Be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. So Geibel and Greensburg-Salem tied at 15 after one quarter of basketball. Seth Dolan leading the way for Geibel so far with 6. And Tyler Martin, who came in Greensburg-Salem's leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game, has 6 as well here in the opening frame. Neen Stevenson will send it in here for Geibel to start the second quarter. Over to Evan Strimmel. Down on the baseline far side. Shot on the way, no good. Roman Rosselli. And the rebound pulled down by Luke Rollo of Greensburg-Salem. Back across to Martin, and Martin
Travel.
called for the travel.
He stumbled. He just lost his bearings there, didn't he, going through the lane?
So Geibel will get it back here 16 seconds into the second quarter. This game knotted up at 15 between the Gators and the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed here this afternoon. Burkholder sending it over to, actually check that, that's going to be Evan Strimmel back in the corner. Over to Ian Stevenson, who misses on a 3. And Greensburg-Salem with a rebound brought down there by Burkholder. Sent off on the far baseline, driving, scoring, and drawing the foul is Luke Rulo. Rulo now with 5. Greensburg-Salem back in the lead at 17-15. And Rosselli will pick up his first personal foul. And Rulo so far is 3 for 4 from the free throw line, an air ball on that free throw attempt. Rulo came in averaging 6 points a game. 6'3" junior forward. So Greensburg-Salem a 2-point lead over Geibel at 17-15. 7:10 left here in the second quarter, and hopping to the ball there again is Rosensteel, a second steal of the afternoon. Pulling it off to Rulo, drives, floats one up, shot attempt no good. Rosselli the rebound, and he got fouled. A lot of hard contact there, Steve, underneath between Rosselli and Rulo.
Might be on Rosensteel.
You're right, it is. That'll be his first. And the first team foul on Greensburg-Salem here in the second quarter. And the Gators get it back down to a minute in the second quarter here with Strimmel. Off on the far side, Stevenson now out to Tarbuck, whose 3-ball spins out. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Martin of Greensburg-Salem. Martin back into the forecourt. Pulled out on the far wing now. It's a Braden Leatherman. Switches back with Burkholder. Drive, shot with the left hand, no good. Offensive rebound brought down there by Rosen. Still missed on the putback. We'll get another rebound. And driving from the near wing and in and unable to finish there is Rulo. 4th attempt on the possession. Finally good for Burkholder. So plenty of looks there for the Golden Lions. And they finally are able to finish and get 2 on that possession. They're on a little 4-0 mini run. Now up 19-15 over Geibel. And second chance opportunities paying dividends, and now an offensive foul, illegal screen caught on Geibel's Roman Rosselli. That'll be his second personal foul.
Yeah, he was getting into it a little bit on the other end, and probably wise to get him out and get a little, cool him down a little bit.
Well played, competitive game so far. Golden Lions with the basketball back, leading by 4 at 19-15. 6:12 left before halftime. Braden Leatherman working it in. On the far side, there to Luke Rulo. Pulling it back, Tyler Martin, long too far wing, no good. Long rebound coming out here on the near side. Same team and tracked down by Geibel's John Hess. Off and across, Evan Strimel has played well with 5 points here in the first half. Back to Gary Tarbuck, son of Geibel's head coach, Gary Tarbuck Sr., now in his second year coaching the Geibel Gators. Evan Strimel switching back there with Seth Dolan. Over to Strimel again. Strimel jumper from the foul line. Good for Evan Strimel. So Strimel with 7. And Geibel back to within 2 of Greensburg-Salem at 19-17. Ty Martin sending it out to Braden Leatherman. Holding there high on the left. Near side feed. Harcum back to Leatherman again. Another deep 3. Hit one from there earlier and drains another one. That's a spot, Steve. He has 8. 2 made threes for Leatherman, and Greensburg-Salem up 5 now, 22-17. 5:04 left before halftime. Dolan out to Gary Tarbuck again. Trying to hand off there to Dolan. Some pressure on the basketball, and Greensburg-Salem forcing another turnover. Leaning back there was Tyler Martin drawing the foul. Blocking foul will be called on Geibel's Ian Stevenson. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah. He tried to get the charge, was close, but did not get the call. And that's a tough one there to get your 3rd foul with 4:51 left in only the second quarter.
Probably have to sit for the rest of the first half as Tyler Martin makes his first of 2 free throws. And Greensburg-Salem coming in trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Their last win January the 17th against Jock. An official stoppage here. I have some blood on Martin.
No, and yeah.
They're going to probably make him exits. It's like you see it on his jersey. Yep.
It's on his back.
Right next to the number 2. It's been a scrappy game so far. Looks like his elbow might be bleeding. Might have touched his jersey there. And they actually might make him, Steve, wear a different jersey the rest of the way. Especially the blood being that evident on his back.
They have that spray they could spray on there.
Correct. Try to get it off. Chris Teagarden, Geibel athletic director. Coming over to the near side, maybe trying to get some of that out of the locker room. But we have 4:51 left here before halftime. It's Greensburg-Salem 23, Geibel 17. And where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf, conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is fast, friendly, and a full-service gas station that's been serving the Uniontown area for more than 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout service, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing center. Call Joby's Golf at 724-438-0681. It actually might be, Steve. I wonder if one of the Geibel players was bleeding as well and might have got the blood there on the back of the jersey. Actually might have had some blood on the ball, too. Trying to get things cleaned up everywhere. It looks like Mr. Teagarden over there.
Doing double duty.
Yeah. Doing everything out there.
Well, small schools, that's everybody pitches in.
Well, looks like a Geibel player has some blood on their jersey as well. In front of the Gators bench, actually screened on.
Nice gym, though, isn't it?
I agree.
Well lit.
And it looks like, though, unfortunately, Steve, the WPIAL is not going to let Geibel host any playoff games here. The girls might be one of the top seeds in single A because they're saying the gym falls about 60 short of their required capacity for hosting, which is very unfortunate.
So where are they going to play? Connellsville?
Well, last year they got sent out to Yock, unfortunately.
Well, you
would think Connellsville would be a better venue just being close to home.
Yeah, the only problem with Connellsville's gym, and there's nothing wrong with it, it's just a way bigger court.
Correct.
And the girls are probably used to playing. This is a little bit smaller court, about the size of Uniontown's, wouldn't you think?
I agree.
Just a little shorter. Same width, but that distance between the top of the key and half court is a little bit shorter, and it just makes a huge difference on presses and full court, the full court game.
We're still in a stoppage here. Let you know, in a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about a family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Their commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. You can visit them today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. And stop into Bud Murphy's in Connellsville. Good friends have been meeting for good food, good drinks, and good times for over 70 years. From delicious pizza, wings, hoagie sandwiches, salads, dinner entrees, and more, Bud's has something for everyone on their menu. With the addition of banquet rooms, Bud's is also the perfect place to hold your party or gathering without spending a small fortune. Bud Murphy's in Connellsville, proud supporter of local high school sports. They're still cleaning blood up everywhere, Steve, from the court to the jerseys. A long stoppage.
I don't see a lot of blood either. It's just a little bit, but apparently they're concerned about the blood on the floor and the blood on the jerseys.
Again, a reminder, we're back here at the Swamp for the Geibel girls coming up on Monday against Monessen. It'll be a 6:15 Browns Insurance Group pregame show, 7 o'clock opening tip-off. Also, senior night for the girls basketball team. We'll have two games for you on Monday. We'll have the Brownsville boys playing a game in front of the student body at Brownsville High School, 12:30 against Frazier. That game, like this contest this afternoon, will air on the WMBS YouTube page. The Geibel girls game against Monessen, both on the radio and Facebook Live, coming up on Monday. It appears they're getting closer here, Steve, to getting the blood cleaned up. Maybe not. It's off on the left, too, so maybe a player was bleeding for a little while there before they actually caught it.
Yeah.
So still in a stoppage. Reminder that a Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High education makes a difference. You can attend the Geibel Open House coming up on Thursday, February the 13th at 6 p.m. To schedule a private tour, register today and discover the Geibel difference with a Catholic identity, Christian values, high academic standards, and a strong human formation. For more information, phone 724-628-5600 or visit GeibelCatholic.org. I think we're finally ready here, Steve, to resume. It was almost. They're coming up on what? At least 5-6 minute delay there.
Yeah.
Getting all the blood cleaned up off the court. We'll go back to where we were before with.
So he made the first free throw, correct?
Correct. And then they stopped it. Martin with 7 points after that first make, which
look, they got the blood off of his jersey.
Yes, they did. That stuff works pretty good. Geibel making a late change. Here's Anthony Nicosher back into the lineup. And now Martin for a second of 2 free throws. Missed it there out the front of the rim. Probably cold after standing around for a while. Nicosher the rebound there for the Gators. Touch there from Dolan off and across to Evan Strimmel. Strimmel fronted there by Jackson Stevie, who just checked in on the Greensburg-Salem side, but floats one up in the lane. Shot attempt no good, but he was fouled. So Strimmel will have a couple of free throws upcoming here for the Gators. And they got Stevie on the foul there. That'll be his first. And the second team foul, the second quarter on Greensburg-Salem. Now the first of 2 free throws. Spinning out there for Strimmel. Strimmel actually came in Geibel's best free throw shooter at 79%, 66 of 84 entering this game. Also the Gators' leading scorer, averaging 20 points a game after missing the first, makes the second. Give him 8 here this afternoon, and pull Geibel back to within 5 at 23-18. 4:27 left before halftime. Harcum, a little ball fake, now stays with it, sends it out on the far side to John Dowdy. Back in the hands of Ty Harcum. Harcum, nothing there left of the lane. Resets outside the three-point arc over to Tyler Martin, who fires a three up top. It spins out, and after a little deflection, rebound pulled down there by John Hess of Geibel. Off and across to Evan Strimmel. Strimmel right of the lane. Sending it out to Seth Dolan, who hits another three. That's 3 made threes for Dolan. And Geibel back to within 2 at 23-21. 3:49 left before halftime. Boy, Dolan been hot on the Gators side. Now Greensburg-Salem trying to answer back, but too strong on a three. There was Jackson Stevie. Rebound tied up. We're going to jump ball called here as you had Nickershare there on the Geibel side, battling with Tyler Martin for Greensburg-Salem, and off the arrow, Greensburg-Salem will have possession of the basketball, and Geibel will make a change with Roman Rosselli checking back in for Anthony Nickershare. Greensburg-Salem with Ty Harcum sending it in, out in front. Miss there from Braden Leatherman. They get another offensive rebound, and Martin will reload. And again, miss on the three. Long rebound deflected out and controlled there by Geibel's Roman Rosselli. Gators back to within 2. Rosselli over to Tarbuck, who floats it up and in. First 2 of the game for Gary Tarbuck. And Steve, we're tied at 23 with 3:15 left before halftime.
Well, the Gators just keep fighting back. They've been down 5 twice now and have scratched their way back in the game.
Harcum over to John Dowdy. Out again to Jackson Stevie now at the foul line. Jumper no good, Tyler Martin. And another Geibel rebound. Evan Strimmel finds it. Strimmel, Geibel's leading scorer for the near elbow. Back out to Roman Rosselli. Resets here between the circles. Switches back with Seth Dolan, who's connected upon 3 threes already. Back to Stevenson, who drives. Got blocked, but also got fouled.
Not much going on there. He's going against 3 bigger defenders and got bailed out by a foul call, and they're going to call that on Martin. Yep. That's only his first.
That's the 3rd team foul, but in the act. So you'll have Strimmel shooting 2 free throws, and he'll drain the first of 2. Evan Strimmel now with 9 for Geibel. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
Got the game on my iPhone here. Our man Carl doing a heck of a job on the camera today.
He does. Always does a fantastic job, both him and Billy Dice. I'll tell you what, Steve, we have a great crew that's worked with us all season long. Hard to believe running the final week of the high school basketball regular season. If all games go off as scheduled next week, well, 45 games that we put on through WMBS during the regular season this year. Had a missed 3 there from John Dowdy. Another foul called here off the rebound. And he'll go on Greensburg-Salem's Braden Leatherman. That'll be his first. And the 4th team foul on Greensburg-Salem here in the second quarter. So Geibel, Steve, now in the lead at 24-23 over Greensburg-Salem with 2:24 left before halftime. Evan Strimmel bringing it back across, switching back there with Seth Dolan. And now Strimmel again. Fronted there by Leatherman. Hands off to Roman Rosselli. Quick whistle, 3-second call. That's something you don't see much in the high school game. They got it on Gary Tarbuck down.
Very rare 3-second call, but hey, listen, if he's going to camp in there, they're going to. Usually they give him a warning, and he probably just was in there a little too long.
Steve, last night, I know you guys were working the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game. We had 4 bench technicals called against Gateway assistant coaches last night and 2 coaching ejections.
Wow.
And
what happened there?
There's a call out of bounds, I guess, there on Dowdy.
Who won that game last night? Did Uniontown win?
Yeah, by 15, 75-6. It was actually close. I think 1-point game going to the 4th quarter. Uniontown went on a little run. I think some of those technical fouls kind of got Gateway out of sorts as well. 3 for the Gators from the right wing. No good there. Roman Rosselli. Greensburg-Salem with a rebound brought down by Dominic Rosenstein. Off and across to Tyler Martin. Greensburg-Salem now down 1 at 24-23. Go in the corner there to Dowdy. Back up top to Burkholder, and now Dowdy again. Dowdy looking to drive, hands off there, right into the lane. Rosensteel back out to Rulo. Rulo hard pass down low, juggled. Dowdy regaining and then stripped. And Geibel back on the basketball again with Evan Strimmel. Strimmel sending out on the far side to Dolan. Up top again to Tarbuck. Near wing Rosselli. Another little switch back again with Evan Strimmel. Under a minute left before halftime, and Strimmel fouled on the floor. He'll actually shoot here, Steve, as Greensburg-Salem will go over the limit on fouls here in the second quarter. Get our live video stream courtesy of Bud Murphy's in Connellsville and Geibel Catholic High School.
It's the third foul on Dowdy.
Big foul there on the Greensburg-Salem side. Again, Ian Stevenson sitting for the Gators right now with 3 personal fouls. And the first of 2 free throws good there from Strimmel, now in double figures with 10. And the Gateway lead, or the Geibel lead, at 2. And 25-23. Had the Gators 2 nights in a row, just different schools. Second of 2 free throws good for Strimmel. So Strimmel now 4 of 6 from the free throw line here in the second quarter, and Geibel a 3-point lead over Greensburg-Salem at 26-23. 50 seconds left before halftime. Rosensteel off to Luke Rulo. Top again, Burkholder. Far elbow, Martin. Down low, Rosensteel put it off the glass. Shot wouldn't drop. Battle for the loose ball. Rebound deflected out. Controlled by Geibel. Seth Dolan. Outlet pass forward. Tarbuck to his right. To finish on the drive there from Strimmel.
Tough shot from Strimmel. He was too far underneath, and he got to crawl up the rim, and that was Martin, Brian, that scored on the other end.
Yeah, Martin quickly coming back there in traffic. He has 9. So with 12 seconds left here in the second quarter, it's Geibel 28, Greensburg-Salem 25. Pace of this game picking up. Strimmel going to work again. Pulls back far side, a little juggle. Hess back to Tarbuck. Deep 3 off the mark as time expires then the second quarter. But a fun game so far, Steve, as we reach halftime with Geibel leading Greensburg-Salem by a score of 28-25. Stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next here on the WMBS YouTube live feed this afternoon. Brian Rozak along with Steve Superkin, Carl Childs behind the camera. Of course, one of the largest Ford dealers in Western Pennsylvania is Megan Ford. Family owned and operated for nearly 60 years on 2551 Memorial Boulevard, Route 119 in Connellsville. Stop by Megan Ford. And Steve, if you're looking for a car, Megan's got it. Now, you mentioned earlier, folks just joining us, you're actually buying a car here from Megan pretty soon.
Yep, waiting for a truck to come in.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. It stays put till you change your car, driver, or address, plus seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about. Your local Erie agent in Uniontown and Rostraver Township is the Sprouse Insurance Group at 724-437-9812 or go to Sprouseinsurance.com. In our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Steve is your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve, take it away.
Okay, for the Golden Lions, Martin finishes with 9 points. Burkholder with 2, Rulo with 5, Rosensteel with 1, and Leatherman with 8. They scored 15 in the first, 10 in the second, 25 at the half. For the Gators, Stevenson did not score. Rosselli with 2 points. Dolan with 9, all on 3-pointers. Strimmel leads the way with 13. Tarbuck chips in 2, as so does Hess. They scored 15 in the second, 13 in the 15 in the first, 13 in the second for a 28-25 halftime lead.
You mentioned Stevenson, of course, he's been battling foul trouble and actually sat for about the last 5 minutes of that second quarter with 3 personals on the Greensburg-Salem side. John Dowdy also hasn't scored in the game, missed a couple of free throws back in the opening quarter, and he's picked up 3 personal fouls. That's certainly something to watch here, Steve, in the second half. Yeah,
foul trouble could be an issue. Of course, Rosselli has 2, Stevenson for 3 for the Gators, Dolan has 2, and then for Greensburg-Salem, Dowdy has 3. That's the only one in really big foul trouble. So they've got issues here with him, but and he hasn't scored today, so you wonder if he's getting frustrated or not. But pretty good showing by the Gators. Looked pretty good. They were down by 5 on 2 different occasions. The first time they were down, I think it was 15-10. They came back and tied it at the end of the first quarter. Then they were down 5 again and came back to take a 3-point lead at the half. So pretty good effort by the Gators.
Again, we remind you, more high school basketball action coming up early on this week. Monday, we'll have a special afternoon contest between the Brownsville boys and Fraser. Game played in front of the Brownsville student body will start at 12:30. That game will air on the WNBS YouTube page. And coming up Monday night, both on the radio and on Facebook Live, the Geibel Lady Gators playing their senior night game against Menneson. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 6:15. Opening tip set for 7 o'clock. And Steve, you're going to join me again on Tuesday for the Uniontown game up at Laurel Highlands boys high school basketball action. The Mustangs and the Red Raiders. Uniontown, of course, will be heavy favorites, but always fun when those two community rivals get together.
Well, you know, the old throw the records out the window in that game, but I think the Red Raiders are a little too strong for the Mustangs this year. But, you know, the Mustangs, you know, coming
Tune
off
in. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know. The crowd will be all jacked up. There'll be a big contingent of, I'm sure, LH student section there, and try to give the Raiders a tough time. But it'll be a good test for the Raiders because anytime, you know, even though the Mustangs are a little bit down this year, still those rival games are tough, so it'll be high energy, which is probably what the Red Raiders need going into the playoffs.
I actually had members, Steve, of the 4 Uniontown State Championship teams back at Uniontown High School last night from 1925, 1962, 1964, and 1981, along with some of the other 1,000-point scores at Uniontown. And pretty nice to see all those old guys come back. And actually had to track down some family members from the 1925 team. Think about that, Steve. 100 years ago, they actually found one of the grandsons of someone that played on that team that was 98 years old that made it there last night.
Yeah, wow.
So just great to see a lot of the support still there from a lot of those old state championship teams from over the years at Uniontown.
A lot of history there
for sure
for the Red Raiders. So
they're trying to create some new history again this year. Reminder, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you effectively and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted, experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, and part of the community. You can call the office with a prescription for your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500. I'll tell you what, Jim Burns has been a long-time supporter of local high school sports, and we certainly
he's the best.
Appreciate all of his support over the years.
I congratulated him the other day. You know, he's a huge Notre Dame fan, you know, even though they didn't do as well against your Buckeyes.
Yeah, we had a little rivalry game there between us, didn't we? But still, they had a nice season.
Saw him after, I think it was after they beat Penn State, and he was pretty fired up for the game, which didn't end well for him.
Yes, and he's done a lot with both of the local baseball programs, both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands, over the years. So it's 28-25 here. The Geibel Gators lead the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. We'll be back with the second half. Stephen Al rejoining in about 3.5 minutes here on the WNBS YouTube page. Brian Rozak and Steve Supert back here at Geibel Catholic High School, just about ready to start the third quarter. The Geibel Gators, a 28-25 lead over the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. So far for Geibel, the leading scorer, Evan Strimmel, with 13 of Geibel's 28 points so far in the game. Tyler Martin leading Greensburg-Salem with 9, and Geibel will get the basketball to start the third quarter, working left to right as we describe, as Evan Strimmel will send it in to Roman Rosselli. And it back to Strimmel. Little handoff here with Seth Dolan. Out high on the left again to Gary Tarbuck. In the corner, Hess dumped down low, leaning and missing there is Roman Rosselli, and Greensburg-Salem with a rebound, pulled down by Luke Rollo. Rollo resending there to Tyler Martin. And Martin, Greensburg-Salem's leading scorer. 9 points in the first half here this afternoon. Now Martin, a jumper near elbow, good for Greensburg-Salem. So Martin now with 11, and the Golden Lions back to within 1 of Geibel's team at 28-27.
Well, good mid-range jumper from Martin.
Strimmel on the other side. Bounced it out to Rosselli, and then far side to Tarbuck. Tarbuck, a little shovel there to Seth Dolan. Dolan long two, far elbow, no good. Greensburg-Salem with a rebound, pulled down by Ty Harcum.
A little too close for Dolan, right? He's been hitting all those threes.
I agree. Made 3 threes in the first half, and now the Golden Lions coming back. Point blank miss there from Marullo. Ball deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Greensburg-Salem here in the Geibel zone. Get our live video stream today, courtesy of Bud Murphy's in Connellsville and Geibel Catholic High School. Brian Rozak along with Steve Supert. Carl Childs behind the camera this afternoon in our YouTube Live video feed. Contact down low, and I think they're going to get Geibel's John Hess there. Was on the back of Dowdy, and Hess just his first personal foul.
Called it before the shot.
Correct.
Looks like he could have been almost in the act there, but
now from the far elbow, missed there from Ty Harcum.
Big rebound there from Rosselli. He was skying for that rebound.
Geibel still up 1. Strimmel with it. Out to Seth Dolan, missed there on a 3. And Greensburg-Salem's Ty Harcum with the rebound. Harcum trying to go coast to coast, put it up, shot wouldn't drop. Hess on the rebound there for Geibel, off and across to Evan Strimmel. Strimmel from the foul line, sending it out to Gary Tarbuck. Comes far baseline, back to Strimmel. Strimmel left of the lane, a little hop step, shot up on the way, but no good. Big paddle for the rebound. Should be a foul on Greensburg-Salem's John Dowdy. That'll be his 4th.
Yeah. Bear hugged him.
Yes. Not a smart move. He knows he's probably sitting on 3 fouls. Why would you play that aggressively down on the blocks? Now he's 1 away from a disqualification this afternoon. So 9 shooting. Gators keep the basketball, and a launch 3 from the near wing off the mark there, Seth Dolan. Another whistle here off the rebound. A foul will get called on the Gators. Roman Rosselli, his 3rd.
Yeah, fouls are becoming an issue quickly here in the second or third quarter.
Well, you have Dowdy with 4 on the Greensburg-Salem side. Rosselli and Stevenson, 3 apiece for Geibel as Hess misses there. But check that. That was who fired that first 3 there for Greensburg-Salem? Steve, I missed it there. It was screened a little bit, but nonetheless, you got Tyler Martin coming back down there, and another miss there for the Golden Lions, and Geibel out of the pack with it there with Gary Tarbuck. Tarbuck left of the lane. He got tripped up.
Got tripped up by number 11, but I don't know who they're going to call this on.
It's going to go on Leatherman, his 2nd. That's the 2nd team foul on Greensburg-Salem as well here in the 3rd quarter. So Geibel will trigger it in. Quick 3 off the inbounds pass, too strong there from Dolan. Geibel getting another offensive rebound as Tarbuck comes near baseline, but threw it right back to Greensburg-Salem on the bounce pass that was likely intended there for Hess. And now Burkholder coming back, kick in the corner. 3 on the way, Tyler Martin good, and Greensburg-Salem back in the lead. 14 for Martin, and now the Golden Lions up 2 at 30-28 over Geibel with 5:08 left here in the 3rd. Now the Gators trying to answer back. Geibel, Steve, without a point here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
And a missed 3 there. And Ty Harcum, the rebound for Greensburg-Salem.
Somebody put a lid on the basket.
Geibel was up 28-25 at halftime. and 5 from Martin here to start the third quarter. Now is Greensburg-Salem back in the lead. Harcum baseline feed, a little ball fake there from Rulo. Back to Harcum again, and now Rulo back in the corner. Rulo on the inside, fighting for positioning. Will turn and shoot out in front. That shot attempt no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. It was brought down by Geibel's Evan Strimmel, and he was fouled.
It's going to be a foul on Harcum. That's going to be his third.
You are correct. And that's the third team foul as well on the Golden Lions here in the third quarter. So again, on the foul situation right now for Geibel, Stevenson and Rosselli 3 apiece, Dowdy with 4, and Harcum with 3 for Greensburg-Salem. And Strimmel with the basketball right now for the Geibel Gators. Geibel down 2 at 30-28. They haven't scored yet here in the second half. Tarbuck with it. Back to Strimmel for 3 in the lead back, and it rattles out. Offensive rebound brought down by John Hess, and he's fouled. This will be in the act. They got on a Brody Burkholder, just his first.
Could have went on Rulo as well, but they called on Burkholder.
Hess now, first of 2 free throws, good. Hess, who came in just 34% from the free throw line, is 3 of 3 so far this afternoon.
You really didn't say that out loud, did you?
Well, Geibel back to within 1. Let's see if Hess can keep the hot streak going. Second of 2, good again. So Hess.
No announcer's jinx for you today.
Hess is solid. And the game tied at 30 as we go under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Greensburg-Salem back on here with Tyler Martin. Sending off to his right again to Burkholder, fronted there by Dolan. Burkholder lost the dribble, gets it back again on the near wing till Rulo hits the 3. So Rulo now with 8, and Greensburg-Salem back in the lead at 33-30. 3:33 left here in the third. Evan Strimmel now for Geibel, fronted there by Rulo. Strimmel driving off towards the Geibel bench and switching there with Gary Tarbuck. Near side, Ian Stevenson back on the floor with 3 personal fouls, gets fouled.
Rulo, that should be his first, right?
It would be. Does go on Rulo. His first team 5th though, Steve.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't look like he was in the act of shooting, but it's the 5th foul, so he'll get 2 free throws. Stevenson,
just a freshman, to get battled foul trouble in the opening quarter. In fact, he picked up his 3rd personal foul with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter. First of 2 free throws here, no good. Stevenson came in 13 of 31 from the free throw line, 42%. Good-looking player, though, Steve, just a freshman. He's going to be seeing a lot of action in the years to come for Gary Tarbuck's program. Second of 2 free throws, good for Stevenson, his first point of the afternoon.
No field goals for the Gators in this third quarter. Just 3 points all on free throws.
We're down to 3:10 left here in the third. Tyler Martin with it now for Greensburg-Salem. Back on the far side, Harcum. Up top, Burkholder. Now switching back, Leatherman. Jumper from the foul line, short off the front of the rim, off a deflection. Thank you very much, says Tyler Martin as he lays it up and in. 7 here in the third for Martin, 16 for the game. Greensburg-Salem back up 4, 35-31 with 2:45 left here in the third. And as Steve said, Geibel without a field goal here in the third quarter. Will turn, spin, and shoot there. No good from Dolan, and Greensburg-Salem another rebound. Gators just gone cold.
Well, they're not getting good shots either, so they're just a lot of tough challenge shots.
Martin driving and scoring again. That was a tough shot on the drive from Martin. His 9 here in the third, 18 for the game. Golden Lions up 6. And now Strimmel draws a foul coming back here for Geibel. Strimmel hustling.
That's going to be on Rulo again, so that's 2 quick fouls here in the quarter for Rulo.
And Strimmel back to the free throw line. Strimmel 4 of 6 from the foul line so far this afternoon. Came in 66 of 84, 79%. First of 2 here on the way and good for Evan Strimmel. So Geibel 4 points here in the third quarter, all from the free throw line. They're back to within 5 of Greensburg-Salem at 37-32.
That's not going to get it done just from the free throw line. They're going to have to get some shots, play some defense, maybe get a couple transition buckets, something to get the offense going.
Strimmel, second of 2 free throws, good again. So Strimmel now 6 of 8 from the free throw line, has 15 points. And Geibel back to within 4 of Greensburg-Salem at 37-33. 2:12 left here in the third. Jumper right to the lane, rattling it for Tyler Martin.
He's feeling it now.
You can tell why he's their leading scorer. Came in averaging 15 points a game, has 20 already. 20 of Greensburg-Salem's 39, and the Golden Lions back up 6 at 39-33. Tarbuck, deep three, no good. Nice offensive rebound. John Hess scores with a putback. So Hess muscling down on the blocks. First field goal for Geibel here in the third quarter.
Big bucket there for the Gators.
They're back to within 4, 39-35. 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Braden Leatherman high on the right. Screen set up. Leatherman will take the three. Missed there off the front of the rim. They got an offensive rebound, and getting fouled underneath is Jackson Stevie.
So they're going to be on Hess or Rosselli, and if it's Rosselli, that's his fourth.
Right, Steve. Going on, Rosselli is fourth. And the first of 2 free throws, no good there from Stevie. We just wanted to confirm with the scores table being on the opposite side. So now Rosselli with 4, Stevenson with 3 on the Geibel side, and you have Dowdy with 4 and Harcum with 3 on the Greensburg-Salem side. Second of 2 free throws from Stevie is good, his first point of the afternoon. And Greensburg-Salem up 5 again at 40-35. 290 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's been a tough third quarter so far for Geibel, who led 28-25 at halftime. A little shovel out there to Seth Dolan. Switching back to Tarbuck, who drives and misses. Ball loose underneath, and Greensburg-Salem another rebound.
Tough shots for Gators. They're driving in, trying to force some action, but they're not getting good looks like that.
And Leatherman draining the three. The rebound in the last possession, and a made three there. His third made three of the game. He has 11 points, and Greensburg-Salem has their largest lead of the afternoon, now up 8 at 43-35. With a kick ball there off of Rulo. Will stay with Geibel here in the Greensburg-Salem zone. 53 seconds left here in the third. Gators with Strimmel coming baseline near side, ball coming loose out of bounds and over to Greensburg-Salem. Greensburg-Salem making some halftime adjustments. And Geibel going cold here in the third as the Golden Lions now up 8 at 43-35. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Tyler Martin again, jumper from the foul line, no good this time. Hess the rebound there for Geibel. Off and a cross to Strimmel. Strimmel jumper from the foul line, no good there for the Gators. And Greensburg-Salem another rebound, brought down again by Rulo. Off and a cross, and the floater up on the way, but no good from Tyler Martin. Offensive rebound brought down and fouled going back up. Jackson Stevie, they'll get John Hess. That'll be his second personal foul.
No, they're going to get... They didn't call it on Hess, Brian. I think they called it on number 2.
That would be Stevenson. That would be his fourth. Haven't heard the announcement here yet. And at the foul line, Stevie spins in the first of 2 free throws. They never made an announcement there.
On the board, look on the board on the right. It says 4 for Stevenson.
I got you. Yep, you're right. So we'll make that correction. So now you have Stevenson with 4 and Rosselli with 4 on the Geibel side. Second of 2 free throws. Good there for Stevie. So he's 3 of 4 from the free throw line for Greensburg-Salem. They lead by 10 at 45-35 with 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. So the Gators battling, going cold here from the field in foul trouble here in this third quarter. Seth Dolan threw it away. Right to Leatherman, who comes back and he gets fouled.
Wow. A lot of ball there. Looked like a clean block, but...
That's on Tarbuck, his first. And you'll have Leatherman shooting 2 free throws here for Greensburg-Salem. Leatherman 11 points in this game for the Golden Lions. Misses on the first of 2 free throws. That was his first free throw attempt of the game. 6'3" senior forward came in averaging 10 points a game for Paul Sapochny's squad.
Gators are going to have to do something to get some 3-point buckets, some shots to fall. They're just completely gone ice cold.
Another missed free throw, and Geibel back on the other side. A missed 3 as time expires here in the third from Evan Strimmel. So we played 3 quarters of basketball. It's Greensburg-Salem 45, Geibel 35. Greensburg-Salem outscored Geibel 20-7 in that third quarter. Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, your local specialist for GI and liver disorders, along with Dr. Calabrese, Hoppy, and Lorenz, remind you that a painless 30-minute colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 45, could save your life. Good luck to all of our local hoops teams from SWGI and U.S. Digestive Health. Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, or operating a plow truck, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe and maintain the strength of our local businesses and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Good luck to all of our local hoops teams with South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. And Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Drs. Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Harn, Jocelyn Politsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offer a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care. One of the many services they offer, whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants, or restorative options, they have you covered. You can visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority. So 45-35. Greensburg-Salem leading Geibel, Steve, as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. What are some of the stat highlights so far?
Well, you got Martin with 20 points for the Lions and Strimmel with 15, but the stats is really the big stat of the game right now is 20-7 in that third quarter for Greensburg-Salem.
And again, Geibel with Stevenson and Rosselli having 4 fouls apiece. And after a Greensburg-Salem miss, Geibel drives the floor, and Gary Tarbuck gets his second field goal of the afternoon. He has 4, and Geibel back to within 8 of Greensburg-Salem at 45-37.
Full court pressure. They break it, but showing a sense of urgency from the Gators.
As Tyler Martin misses a 3 there for Greensburg-Salem. Ball loose on the far side of the Golden Lions. Did a great job there. I was screened to see who threw it off of a Geibel player, but one of the Golden Lions, a heads-up play there, throwing it off of Geibel and out to retain possession here in the Gators zone. Good hustle. Off the miss there for the Golden Lions, who lead by 8 at 45-37 with 7:20 left here in regulation. A little touch pass on the inside. They'll send it back to Burkholder here on the near wing, and now you might see some longer possessions here on the Greensburg-Salem side. But he'll get a 3 that's made by Brody Burkholder. So Burkholder, his first made 3 of the afternoon, has 5 points, and the Greensburg-Salem lead up to 11 now, their largest of the game at 48-37. And Coach Gary Tarbuck will take a Geibel timeout here in the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. 48-37, Greensburg-Salem leading Geibel. Find more snuggle time this winter. Be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, replace those outdated floors, keep the cold out, and let the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf, conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard in Uniontown, for fast, friendly, and full-service gas station that has been serving the area for more than 50 years. Joby's Golf, 724-438-0681. So Geibel after the timeout with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it, but down 11 at 48-37. 6:52 left here in the fourth. Tarbuck in the corner, and a 3 on the way. Too strong there, Strimmel. Jump ball called off that rebound. Gary Tarbuck didn't like the jump ball call.
Yeah, quick call goes to the Gators, but that switches the arrow.
Correct. Ian Stevenson will trigger it in. And Stevenson and Rosselli, both with 4 personals, as Gary Tarbuck gets it off the inbounds pass. Nice little bounce pass there to Strimmel. Floater in the lane, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Last touch going out off of Greensburg-Salem's Tyler Martin. Will be Geibel basketball here in the Golden Lion zone.
Well, Strimmel's making some nice moves to the basket. He just can't get one to fall right now.
Off a little juggle, the Gators losing the handle there. Strimmel loses it to Martin and coming back. Martin's jumper on the way, no good. Offensive rebound brought down, put back up, and drawing the foul there, Jackson Stevie again.
Hopefully that's on Tarbuck. Yeah.
It is his second.
I say that because Stevenson was in the area, or in.
Also had Rosselli down there too. First of two free throws.
That's what I meant.
Off the front of the rim, no good there from Stevie, who's now 3 of 5 from the free throw line for Greensburg-Salem. All of his points coming from the foul line this afternoon.
Rosselli was in the area, so he's got 4, so he's got to be careful.
Greensburg-Salem by 11, make it 12 as Stevie makes the second of 2 free throws. So Jackson with 4, and the Golden Lions a 12-point lead over Geibel at 49-37. 6:20 left in regulation. Start to watch the clock right now. Roman Rosselli with it. Back up top to Strimmel. Strimmel trying to spin his way in. Good defense on the Golden Lions side. Back out to Tarbuck. Got another bounce pass, a lot of contact. Actually thought there should have been a foul called there on Brody Burkholder. Was not called, and the Gators another miss down low. Hess battling for the loose ball rebound, and now we'll get a Greensburg-Salem foul.
It's going to be a foul on Martin.
Should have been one called earlier.
Yeah, I think it was. Everybody stopped thinking there was going to be a foul call, and they just let him play on.
Second on Martin, 9 shooting. So Tarbuck will trigger it back in. Geibel still down 12 at 49-37 with 5:55 left here in the fourth. Near side, Tarbuck back to Rosselli. Little ball fake. He could come inside off balance. Shot went off the side of the glass. And Greensburg-Salem another rebound. Rulo up ahead to Burkholder, back to Rulo. Resets high on the rights. Now Burkholder again, those two play catch. And back between the circles again, Braden Leatherman. Near side touch, Martin at the foul line, Stevie. Back far baseline, Rulo. They're in no hurry to shoot right now.
Well, they're really good coaching. Just look how they move the ball around.
And now a 3 that's on the way and no good for Martin. Geibel the rebound there, brought down by Stevenson. Sent back across to Rosselli, who has his pocket picked. It's Tyler Martin coming back for Greensburg-Salem in traffic. A lot of contact, shot attempt no good, but a foul called.
Wow, offensive foul.
Oh, he did call the offensive foul. You're right, Steve. It went on Martin, his third. A break there for Geibel.
Big break for Geibel there.
Gators get the basketball back. Yep.
Lions.
Down 12 at 49-37. And another jump ball coming back as Strimmel got pinned up between 2 Golden Lions. This time Greensburg-Salem gets it off the arrow. 5:02 left in the fourth, 49-37.
Gators just went cold offensively at the wrong time here. And it's getting to the point now where they got to get some buckets quick.
They force a turnover. That'll help the cause. And there's Tarbuck for 3. Halfway down, spins out. Another Greensburg-Salem rebound. Martin out of the pack with it. Martin back through center. Could have been over and back unless that ball was touched there by Tarbuck. Official says, yes, that's what happened. And now a whistle and a foul.
That's going to be probably on Strimmel.
First on Strimmel. Second team foul on Geibel here in the fourth quarter. Well, Braden Leatherman trigger it in here for Greensburg-Salem. Into the backcourt to Martin, and now Leatherman again. Leatherman's knocked down 3 threes in this game. See if they'll let him take another shot. The Greensburg-Salem just sending it around the three-pointer. Just good ball movement. Touch passes all around there, Steve.
Yeah, ball is very rarely hitting the floor. Look at this. There it goes, one dribble.
Now back on the near side again, Leatherman now will come near baseline, floated up. Shot those spins out. You're going to say it was last touch going out by Geibel on the
Coach Tarbuck calling
underneath.
for his team to start picking up man-to-man, because if they're going to stay in this zone, they're just going to keep wasting time.
Starting to run out of time, too, down to 4:15 left in regulation, down 12.
Man-to-man.
Martin down low, had it stripped away. Gators pick it back up there as Anthony Nickersher sends it out over to Strimmel, misses on a 3. Greensburg-Salem another rebound. Golden Lions have beaten the Gators to the boards here in the second half. And again, I don't think you'll see a quick shot here on the Greensburg-Salem side, up 12. Under 4 minutes left in regulation. Here's Luke Rulo. Again, they'll touch it off in the corner there to Stevie and pull it back outside here on the reset. And now we'll get a foul called here on the Gators side.
Strimmel.
His second. Third team foul of the fourth quarter on the Gators. They trail by 12 at 49-37. 3:38 left in the fourth. Burkholder back across. Back over to Leatherman. Edges the zone now. Tyler Martin. Martin switching there with Burkholder again. Pressure on the ball. Anthony Nickersher comes back and scoops it up and in. His first two of the game. So Nickersher trying to spark something here late for Geibel. They're back to within 10, down 49-39. 3:14 left here in the fourth. Gators needed that. Here's Tyler Martin again. Martin driving to the basket. Had a seam, took it. Was able to get the two to go. 21 this afternoon for Tyler Martin.
22.
51-39. Gators on top. Or excuse me, Golden Lions on top of the Gators.
Yeah, Martin with 22 points.
Quick three near side. Missing there, Seth Dolan. Gators get an offensive rebound, throw it up over the shoulder, and then Anthony Nickersher. And a Geibel timeout. So 51-41. With 2:33 left here in the fourth, Greensburg-Salem by 10. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Their commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit Mike Kelly Toyota today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from the Mike Kelly family, you buy from family. And again, our live video stream today brought to you by Bud Murphy's in Connellsville. Stop by Bud Murphy's, where good friends have been meeting for good food, good drinks, and good times for over 70 years. From delicious pizza, wings, hoagies, sandwiches, salads, dinner entrees, and more, Bud's has something for everyone on the menu. With the addition of banquet rooms, Bud's is also the perfect place to hold your party or gathering without spending a small fortune. Bud Murphy's in Connellsville, proud supporter of local high school sports. So Greensburg-Salem, Steve, continues to lead by 10 at 51-41, and you are correct, 22 on the scoreboard for Tyler Martin. With the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions leading the Geibel Gators here by 10 with 2:33 to play. Greensburg-Salem with the basketball. They're trying to waste a little more time on this possession. Trying to snap their 5-game losing streak. Geibel, a little pressure on the ball, but was wide there by Stevie. Missed on the first shot attempt, got it back, was able to lay it up and in. That was his first field goal make of the game. Had 4 points prior to that, all from the free throw line. But a make there as Greensburg-Salem up 12 at 53-41. Another quick three for Geibel, no good. Seth Dolan. Greensburg-Salem another rebound. And the Gators starting to run out of time. And the two coming back from Tyler Martin there won't help the cause. Martin now with 24, and Greensburg-Salem a 14-point lead. Their largest of the afternoon. Little spin, turn and shoot. Evan Strimmel good. 17 for Strimmel. His first field goal of the fourth quarter. Greensburg-Salem lead, though, still at 12 with 1:43 to play. Tyler Martin coming near baseline, back on the wing there to Harcum. That deflected away, going for the save, and we'll get a timeout by head coach Paul Sapochny on the Greensburg-Salem side with 1:37 to play. 55-43. Greensburg-Salem leading Geibel, and a Geibel Catholic senior high school education makes a difference. Attend the Geibel Open House coming up on Thursday, February the 13th at 6 p.m. or schedule a private tour. Register today and discover the Geibel difference with a Catholic identity, Christian values, high academic standards, and a strong human formation. For more information, phone 724-628-5600 or visit GeibelCatholic.org. And one of the largest Ford dealers in Western Pennsylvania is Megan Ford. Family owned and operated for nearly 60 years. Visit Megan Ford on 2551 Memorial Boulevard, Route 119 in Connellsville. And if you're looking for a vehicle or a Ford, Megan's got it. So back here at Geibel High School, Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick, Carl Chowns behind the camera in our YouTube live video feed. Appreciate you joining us for A Saturday afternoon of high school basketball action. Again, we're back here on Monday. Geibel girls in action against Monessen. 6:15 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 7 o'clock start for that contest. We'll also have the Brownsville boys in action against Fraser Monday afternoon at 12:30. That game will air on the WMBS YouTube page. The Geibel girls both on WMBS Facebook and on the radio on Monday night. Steve and I back with you for the Uniontown Laurel Highlands boys on Tuesday at 7:30 from Laurel Highlands High School. And another quick foul here, Steve.
Nickerson, first foul for him. They're going to have to start using fouls up to get to where they got to shoot.
Well, that's the fourth, so the next one will send Greensburg-Salem to the foul line. 1:35 to play. Geibel down 12, and Nickerson another foul there on the Geibel side, fouling Greensburg-Salem's. Who's out there for the Golden Lions, trying to get a number on him there. Number 2, Tyler Martin.
Just noticed one of the scorekeeper guy in the yellow over there, Brian's one of my golfing buddies up in Greensburg. Yeah, Dave Dinezza.
Okay.
Really good player.
We go and talk to him after the game. First of 2 free throws, no good there from Tyler Martin, but Martin a pretty good game with 24 points. 55-43. Greensburg-Salem by 12.
Missed them both.
Yeah, 2 missed free throws there from Martin, trying to give the Gators a little life here with 90 seconds to play. Quickly taking it right to the rack, up and in Evan Strimmel. 19 for Strimmel. Geibel back to within 10 at 55-45. Out of 1:20 to play, they force another turnover. Seth Dolan on it. Kick out far wing. 3-ball rattling out there, but the offensive rebound put back up and in from Dolan. Strimmel missed on the 3. Dolan cleaned it up, and Geibel back to within 8, down 55-47. 1:05 to play. Roman Rosselli there on Harcum, and now Martin with the basketball. He's fouled by Gary Tarbuck. 3rd foul on Tarbuck. You'll be at the free throw line here. Tyler Martin again for Greensburg-Salem. Again, he missed his last 2. Makes his first of 2 here. 25 points for Martin tonight. 56-47, 9-point lead for the Golden Lions with a minute to play. Second of 2 free throws. Martin missed it, but Luke Rulo, an offensive rebound, triple teamed in the corner is Rulo, and Paul Sapochnik taking a timeout. So Greensburg-Salem up 56-47 on Geibel, 56.3 left here in the 4th. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change your car, driver, or your address, plus seriously good service. Your local Erie agent, again in Uniontown or Ross Draver Township, is the Sprouse Insurance Group. You give them a call at 724-437-9812. Go to SprouseInsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed continued insurance coverage and not available in all states.
Well, the Gators sure could use Dolan to get hot from the 3-point line again right now.
Dolan 3 made threes in this game, but all back in the first half, is 11 for the game. Going to remind you, Geibel with an open house coming up on Thursday, February the 13th at 6 o'clock. You can register online at GeibelCatholic.org or phone 724-628-5600. Of course, all the school kids here, Steve, coming off of Catholic Schools Week this past week.
Yeah.
A lot of the students in our studios as well, recording announcements over the last couple of weeks for that. Ty Harcum will trigger it in here for Greensburg-Salem. In there to Luke Rulo, and a quick foul called.
Well, it's got to be on Tarbuck, only Gator in the area, right?
That'll be his 4th. They have Stevenson with 4, Rosselli with 4, and Tarbuck with 4 on the Greensburg-Salem side. Luke Rulo back to the free throw line here for Greensburg-Salem. So Stevenson, Rosselli, and Tarbuck all with 4 for Geibel.
All of a sudden, they got the Golden Lions are having trouble at the free throw line.
Rulo missed the first, but makes the second to give him 9 points. 57-47. Greensburg-Salem by 10, but Geibel running out of time right now. 46 seconds left here in the 4th. Tarbuck driving, got blocked there by Ty Harcum. Ball still loose. They're going to roll Greensburg-Salem out of bounds underneath. It'll be Geibel basketball with 39.5 left. Neen Stevenson will trigger it in. Send it off on the far wing to Tarbuck, and Tarbuck loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Greensburg-Salem basketball. Yep.
Went off of his foot.
That might be it. Good pressure on the ball, though, from Strimmel. Gotta like the hustle on the Geibel side. They're not going away.
No, they're not laying down for sure.
They had a big win last week over St. Joseph, which will pretty much lock up a playoff spot for the Gators, and good to see them back in the postseason. You mentioned last year, certainly a rebuilding year. They went just 1 of 21, but they've been in the playoffs, Steve, 8 of the last 9 years. We've done some of those games over the years, and it's good to see them back in the WPIAL playoffs here for 2025. So back at the free throw line for Greensburg-Salem, a miss from Ty Harcum. His first free throw attempt of the afternoon. Harcum, who started, has not scored in this game for Greensburg-Salem. Second of 2 free throws. Another miss there from Harcum. Ball deflected around and controlled by Geibel. Seth Dolan quickly down the floor, leaning, scoring. No, a charge call. Charge call there on Strimmel. He had the make, but Jason Guthrie calling the charge.
Tough call there against Strimmel in a situation there. You know, he had to go to the basket, and a great job by Greensburg-Salem to take the charge.
25.2 left. Geibel forces another turnover. Gary Tarbuck. Bounce pass down low. Stevenson, he gets fouled with 18.3 left. But again, the Gators running out of time right now, down 10. And with the loss, Geibel drops to 11-9 overall. They remain 3-5 in conference play. Greensburg-Salem will improve to 5-14 overall. They remain 3-7 in their section. Ian Stevenson is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Will make his first of 2 here to make it 2 for 3 for Stevenson this afternoon. 5'9" freshman guard. Now Stevenson, his second of 2. A miss there. Greensburg-Salem the rebound. And you have Braden Leatherman getting fouled. We're going Seth Dolan. That'll be his third. Fourth, excuse me. And you'll have Leatherman shooting free throws on the other side. Up next for Greensburg-Salem, not going to be an easy game, Steve. Tuesday, they'll host Bell Vernon. Zion Moore last night for Bell Vernon went over 2,000 career points. As Leatherman misses the first of 2 free throws here. He's now 0 of 3 from the free throw line. For Geibel up next, they'll travel to Environmental Charter School coming up on Tuesday. They had an 87-68 win over Environmental Charter earlier on this year. 2 missed free throws from Leatherman. Geibel breaking back, and a little scoop and score there for Anthony Nicosher, and they'll get a timeout. Nicosher with 6, but still a 3-possession game, Steve. It's 57-50. Greensburg-Salem 6.8 left on the clock, and it's going to be tough for Geibel to make up that deficit with not much time left. Get our live video stream this afternoon has been courtesy of Bud Murphy's in Connellsville and Geibel Catholic High School. And we appreciate Bud Murphy's supports. And also all the folks here at Geibel that made some of these broadcasts possible. It's been fun coming down to Geibel over the years. A lot of history here as well. A lot of WPIAL championships. Of course, the girls had a heck of a run, Steve. 4 straight WPIAL titles from 94, 95, and 96. Of course, boys WPIAL championships in 78 and 80 up on the scoreboard as well. And your buddy George Lasky with a WPIAL golf championship here at Geibel back in 1987. They have him up on the board as well.
Where's he at over there?
1987 WPIAL champions.
Oh,
Straight
yeah,
ahead.
there he is. Yeah.
Last WPIAL championship for the school, the volleyball program on the girls' side back in 2006. And the girls will have their senior night coming up on Monday against Manessa. We'll have the game for you here on WMBS, our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6:15. Game tipping off at 7. 57-50 Greensburg-Salem, 6.8 left in regulation. Golden Lions will trigger it in with a home run ball down to Ty Harcum, and he'll miss from point blank range, get it back, another miss. It'll get tapped out on the far side, and that'll do it. So Greensburg-Salem with a 57-50 win over at Geibel here this afternoon. Our post-game show Being brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, down in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. And also pick our players of the game, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. And Steve has all of our final stats ready. And again, our final stats brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
For the Gators, Nickisher finishes with 6 points, Stevenson with 2, Orselli with just 2, Dolan with 11, Strimmel with 19, Tarbuck with 4, and Hess with 6. They scored 15 in the first, 13 in the second, just 7 in the third. That was kind of their downfall, and 15 in the fourth, 50 for the ball game. For the Golden Lions, Martin finishes with 25 points, Burkholder with 5, Rula with 9, Rosensteel with 1, Leatherman with 11, and Stevie with 6. They had 15 in the first, 10 in the second, 20. They outscored them 20-7 in that third. That was kind of the story of the game. 12 in the fourth for a 57-50 victory.
Now for our players of the game, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Have to like Tyler Martin, Steve, on the Greensburg-Salem side with 25
Martin.
Points.
Yep, got to be Tyler Martin.
And Evan Strimmel for Geibel with 19. Certainly played hard throughout the course of the afternoon.
He did. He was scrapping. Just couldn't get the shots to fall in that third and fourth quarter. That was kind of what did Geibel in. But they, give them credit. They hung in there. It looked like it could have been a 15, 20-point loss, and they got it to 7, and they just couldn't get over the hump.
Again, Geibel back in single-A play against Environmental Charter School on the road coming up on Tuesday. Greensburg-Salem will take on Bell Vernon on Tuesday. Again, the Golden Lions now 5-14 overall. Geibel drops to 11-9. Steve, enjoyed our Saturday afternoon at the Swamp.
It was a lot of fun. Yep, it's a good place to watch a basketball game. The Gators are pretty good, and Greensburg-Salem, good things to come for them next year with Coach Sapochny. He's a proven winner. I'm sure he'll get those guys back on track, and good luck to the Gators in the playoffs.
Yeah, and Steve, I'll see you Tuesday for the Uniontown Laurel Highlands game. Tony will join me here at the Swamp on Monday for the Geibel girls against Monessen, part of a doubleheader that also includes the Brownsville boys in action against Frazier. So for Steve Supert, Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed, this is Brian Morozek saying have yourselves a pleasant afternoon and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Your final score 57-50. Greensburg-Salem over Geibel here this afternoon. So long, everybody, from the Swamp in Connellsville.